Hey everyone, Captain Migraine here. Just wanted to show off the latest addition to ClutchBall. I've decided to change the ball into a character. His name is Clutch, just like the name of the game. And he's going to be a little robot that has been casted into this world against his will. And his job is to try and solve puzzles, to try and reach objectives such as the end of the level, or perhaps getting away from enemy bots that are trying to attack him. And you can only imagine what kind of story will go with that. And so anyway, that's the key reason why I've decided to change the ball into a character, is so that I could have an interesting story mechanic to go along with that. I'm still formulating that. I'm thinking about making it to where he is just a rolly bot that came off of an assembly line in a factory, and maybe he's smarter than the other robots. He somehow has self-awareness and has that natural instinct of self-preservation. And so the other robots that are going to be in the game, they're mostly just going to be worker bots. They've got some kind of programmed task, and their goal is to just complete their task, and they're really just going to be simplistic jobs like moving a cube from point A to point B. And since you are a self-aware robot, that's where you can try and steal the cube. You can steal the cube from them, and then they will become alerted to your presence, and they'll try and hit some kind of alarm, and out will come like police bots to try and stop you. And that's where you can use like a stealth mechanic to try and complete each level. So the stealthy you are in your efforts, the better your chances of completing the level in a timely fashion. But really, I'm just kind of diving into the universe of ClutchBall, and I'm still formulating that. And for now, I just wanted to show off how this works. It's basically the same as before. You can bounce off walls and stuff. And he's always looking in the direction that you're going. So if you're going up, he's looking up. And then he levels out, which is pretty cool. And if you jump to your death, he will then look to his death, and there he goes to his demise. So everything works pretty much the same. You can still go to checkpoints, you can still get coins, and if you mess up, you obviously fall to your death. You can still bounce off of these bouncy pads. I don't think the physics have changed that much. Pretty much everything's the same. The only difference is now you've got a cool little head and you are a cool little character. And the puzzles are pretty much unaffected by this, so that's pretty cool. So you can go up here, bounce off this pad, get up here, do that. So you still have the same level of complexity in all of your moves. Nothing has really changed. I am thinking about changing the size of these cubes. So this cube is bigger than this cube, simply because I was messing around with that. And also, I thought having a big cube would go along with the character size as well. So me being a little character now, you're picking up a cube that is slightly bigger than you. I think it makes sense. And the lasers are hitting the center of the cube. Anyway, that has nothing to do with what I'm showing off right now. It's just something I was working on. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this. This is certainly not finished. This is going to be going through several more revisions. I want him to take on more of a painted white metal look with like some color stripes. And this top portion, it's kind of hard to see. Let me go ahead and zoom in. So the top part of his head is going to be where the weapon will be located. So there are definitely going to be weapons in this game, and they'll be mounted on top of his head. The other thing I'm going to have to work on is his holographic emitter. So right now, as you can see, it's not coming out the front of his eye like I had originally intended. And I'm thinking what I might do is make a some kind of emitter that is on top of his head that can be controlled independently, and something that makes sense, because right now this doesn't really make sense to have a holographic beam just coming out of any random angle. So that's something I'm gonna have to plan around and come up with a solution to. But anyway, thanks for watching. I went ahead and released the latest update of the game 2 days early, so I released it yesterday. And if you guys want to get your hands on that, head on over to my Patreon. If you pledge $1, you pretty much get early access to the game. You'll get a download link to it, and you can get the latest version of the game. And you can cancel at any time. So if you just only want to pledge $1 and then cancel, you're perfectly okay with doing that too. But anyway, thanks for watching.